Welcome to AutoHub, your destination for in-depth reviews of the latest rides and motorcycling culture. In today's episode, we dive into the eagerly anticipated 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones, a machine that blends heritage and modern flair, a bike many riders have been waiting to see. We'll explore its legacy, design and aesthetic, engine and performance, technology and features, riding experience, pricing, and finally our overall verdict. Let's ride. The legacy of the Crossbones name has long held a special place in the hearts of cruiser and bobber enthusiasts. Originally introduced by Harley-Davidson in the late 2000s as a stripped-down, hardtail-look bobber built on the Dyna platform, the model embodied a raw, minimalist aesthetic and rider-focused simplicity. While that earlier model may not have been produced for many years, its spirit lived on in custom builds and the broader bobber resurgence. Now for the 2026 model year, Harley-Davidson has revived the Crossbones name, this time reimagined with modern engineering, updated technology, and a nod to the brand's rich heritage. The revival underscores Harley's intent to connect the past with the future, delivering a bike that recalls the rebellious, custom-inspired ethos of the original, while offering expanded capabilities for today's rider. This lineage gives the Crossbones not just a name but an identity, one rooted in authenticity, rebel styling, and a direct link to Harley's custom and cruiser heritage. For those who followed Harley's cruiser lineup, seeing the Crossbones return speaks to both nostalgia and the brand's push to renew its iconography with fresh mechanical substance, design, and aesthetic. From the moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Crossbones, it presents a strong visual statement. The bike adopts a bobber-style silhouette, a low aggressive stance, a solitary solo seat, or closely integrated two-up in some trims, thick rear tire, minimal rear fender, and high-impact metalwork, giving an impression of robustness. The front end is clean, with a truncated fender and blacked-out fork legs for a no-frills industrial look. The fuel tank is sculpted yet understated, often finished in matte or deep gloss tones that contrast with blacked engine components and chrome or dark chrome accents. The exhaust layout follows the custom-style cues, short, bold pipes that give the bike a compact rear profile and hint at performance. Across the bodywork, Harley has reduced superfluous elements. No excessive fairings, nothing that interferes with the raw visual attitude. Instead, exposed hardware and visible welds, vintage-style instrumentation mounted low and centered, and large cast wheels emphasize the bike's rugged character. The paint and finish options for 2026 further enhance this look. Deep blacks, metallic dark grays, perhaps even heritage color accents that harken back to earlier Harley customs. The overall result is a bike that stands out in traffic, screams custom personality, yet remains sensibly engineered for real-world riding. In the details, the stubby mirrors, custom-style handlebars, drag or mini-ape variety depending on trim, side-mounted license plate and blacked-out engine guard bars, you sense that Harley-Davidson has paid attention to both form and function. The aesthetic appeal is more than skin deep. It invites the rider to connect with the machine visually and emotionally, as a piece of personal identity, engine and performance. Underneath that striking shell lies the mechanical heart of the 2026 Crossbones. While Harley has not publicly released every spec detail for this revival model yet, consistent with its broader 2026 lineup updates, the engine is expected to leverage the latest in Harley's big-inch V-twin architecture, advanced intake and cooling systems, and leaner weight. For instance, in other 2026 Harley models we've seen upgrades such as a new 117 cubic inch engine, with improved intake, larger throttle body, and serpentine cooling core. Though the Crossbones may use a version tuned for the cruiser, bobber class, we can reasonably anticipate strong torque deliverables for low-end grunt, smooth mid-range acceleration, and enough upper rev thrust to make highway overtakes confident. The chassis will pair with a competent suspension setup, likely 43mm front forks, rear shock absorbers tuned for rider weight and cargo loads, and possibly adjustable preload to accommodate solo or two-up riding. The transmission is expected to remain a 6-speed manual unit with a final drive via belt, as is typical of many modern Harley cruisers, for smooth, quiet power delivery and less maintenance. On the street, one would expect the Crossbones to deliver the classic V-twin feel. That steady rocking pulse, strong first-gear launch, and a deep bass exhaust note that is unmistakably Harley. Tire sizes may be wide in the back, perhaps 180 or 200 millimeters, which add to the visual mass and stability, and the braking system should include dual discs up front and a single disc rear, with ABS standard given modern safety expectations. Performance may not target pure sport bike territory, but in the cruiser bobber class, the Crossbones should be more than competent. Easy to ride at moderate speeds, stable at highways, and thrilling in the twisties when leaned. The emphasis is on strong real-world usability, city riding, suburban cruising, occasional highway touring, all done in style and with the grunt to back it up. Technology and features, while the styling channels are raw, custom aesthetic. The 2026 Crossbones also benefits from the technological strides of the modern era. Harley-Davidson has indicated that its 2026 models will receive upgrades such as selectable ride modes, corner-enhanced ABS, traction control, tire pressure monitoring, TPMS, and improved infotainment systems in higher trim levels. Although the Crossbones may not be as fully featured as Harley's adventure or touring bikes, you can expect a smart blend, a digital-analog hybrid instrument cluster, perhaps a compact LCD screen offering trip information, gear indicator, fuel economy, and perhaps ride mode status. Connectivity features such as Bluetooth pairing may be present for rider communication or phone integration. The lighting is likely full LED, headlamp, taillight, and indicators for clearer vision and modern styling. The handling aids, ABS, traction control, are welcome in a cruiser environment because they boost confidence, especially in wet or variable condition roads. The bike may also feature an improved frame design and revised ergonomics to reduce rider fatigue on longer rides. Optional accessories are likely vast, from performance air intakes and exhaust kits to custom paint schemes, solo seats, upgraded suspension, and belt drive covers, enabling riders to personalize the Crossbones to their own aesthetic and performance taste. All told, the combination of classic design meets modern tech gives this model a unique place. A bike that looks like it could have come from a 1950s garage build, yet rides like a modern machine. Riding experience climbing aboard the 2026 Crossbones. The first thing you notice is the stance. The bike sits low. The rider foot pegs forward mid-position, and the handlebars wide and easy to grip, designed for commanding presence rather than tucked-in sport posture. The solo seat or minimal two-up arrangement places the rider in direct touch with the bike's mass and momentum. On ignition, you feel the vibration of the V-twin, a gentle rumble that builds confidence. At city speeds, the bike is nimble yet planted, thanks to good chassis geometry and wide rubber.